Peace and blessings to all. This is Moot Imani with Restorative Yoga. Hoping that you're having a wonderful Wellness Wednesday. Feel free to gather some props, maybe take a 30 seconds or so. You can have throw pillows. You can have a folded or rolled up towel or a thin fleece. If you have a meditation cushion or some other type of seat cushion, you can use that to lift your sitting bones up off the floor. When we lift our sitting bones up, it allows us to relax our thighs and legs and feet more toward the earth. So last week, we focused a little bit on the extremities, circulation to the fingers, hands, wrists, and elbows, as well as the toes and the feet and the ankles and the knees. This week, I'd like to focus on more on the core. Hip joints, lower and upper abdomen, side ribs, and the best way to strengthen one to may need to use a chair or a footstool or even a crate or a box to elevate the legs. But that will be much near the end. So let us find a comfortable seat in either easy pose or cobbler's pose. And if you're in cobbler's pose, you can always put support underneath your thighs. So, finding your comfortable seat. Let's sit up tall. Let the sitting bones and the legs ground or relax toward the earth. Let the shoulders relax down from the earlobes. And start to tune into your natural breath. Your gaze can be eyes closed, eyes half closed, or you can look at the space at the front edge of your mat, just to kind of reduce any distractions. So we're tuning into our natural breath, not changing anything at all. We are making ourselves aware of how our breath is naturally flowing in and flowing out, and anything that we feel in our body before we start to practice. So, breathing naturally, you want to notice how your breath is flowing in and out. Is do you feel like you're breathing a little bit fast? Do you feel like your breath is choppy? Maybe you rushed around all day taking care of business, and this is the first time you had a chance to sit still. You also want to notice, are there any twinges anywhere in the body? Anything aching anywhere in the body? This is a good time to start to let go of focusing on the recent past, something that happened this morning or yesterday or last week. We also want to let go of focusing on the near future, what we're going to do later on tonight, what we're going to do next week, next month. We just want to bring our focus to what we're doing presently. The easiest way to stay present is to put all of your attention on your inhale and on your exhale. Slowly, gently, we start to drag out the inhales. Maybe mentally count to 3 or mentally count to 5 as you slowly breathe in. And you want to maintain that mental count as you slowly breathe out. You want to have the abdomen relaxed enough so that as you inhale, it inflates like a balloon, that as the spine lengthens up, the heart lifts up, the neck lengthens. Maybe you feel a subtle lift in the crown of the head. At the same time, even more subtly, the spine is lengthening down when we inhale, down past the tailbone through the legs and the feet. And when we exhale, we draw the navel in. Navel always sinks toward the spine, but we're being a little bit more mindful. So we're drawing it in just a tiny bit more strongly so that we can push out stale air that is in the lower lobes of our lungs. So we're inhaling, abdomen's inflating, heart's lifting, spine's getting long in both directions. Draw the navel in a little bit, slowly exhale. Feel your shoulders relax down away from your earlobes. Feel your hips sink and relax down into your seat, whether it's a cushion or straight on the mat. And we just want to explore that diaphragmatic breath for maybe 3 more rounds. A slow inhale, feeling the expansion and the lengthening. A slow exhale, drawing in the navel, relaxing through the shoulders, hips. The entire body relaxes toward the earth. Whenever you are ready, slow inhale, mentally counting to 3 or 5. Draw that navel in. Slowly exhale. Again, mentally counting to 3 or 5. Follow your breath. Try to keep it slow. I might be talking too fast. And go 2 more rounds. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Feeling everything beginning in the abdomen. Navel draws in as we exhale. as much as we comfortably can as we add movement to the inhales and movement to the and different movements to the exhales. So let's begin with the head, neck, and shoulders. This time, when we inhale, we want to gaze up. When we exhale, still draw in the navel, but you want to slowly gaze down. You're moving with the breath. So inhaling. Navel in, exhaling. One or two more. Follow your slow inhale and your slow exhale. Navel in, slow exhale. Last one before we add on. Inhaling. Navel in, slow exhale. And we inhale the gaze back to center. And as we exhale, see if you can relax the shoulders down from the earlobes even more. I'm going to add on. This time we are inhaling in center, and as we exhale, we'll draw in the navel and we'll look to the left and then to the right. Inhaling in center, spine lengthens up and down, draw in the navel, exhale, gaze to your left, Inhale back to the center, still mentally counting to 3 maybe. Draw in the navel, exhale slowly to your right. We're going to flow with that a couple of more times. Follow your breath. Inhaling. Navel in, exhaling. Super slow. We're trying to get any kinks out of the neck. Slow inhale. Back to center. Draw in the navel and slowly exhale to your right. Last time, inhale, slowly to center. Spine is lengthening up and down. Draw the navel in. Exhale. Maybe look a little bit more over your moving your left shoulder. And we slowly inhale back to center. Exhale and let yourself ground. Your shoulders sink down, your hips sink into the mat. And we're going to add in the arms. Usually our shoulders are a little bit stiff, so we'll start out reaching forward. As we inhale, reach forward through the fingertips and watch them float up overhead. This is a gentle back bend. Draw in your navel as you exhale and watch your fingertips float back down to earth. We're going to do that 3 or 4 more times. Follow your breath. Just make your inhale slow. Make your exhale a tiny bit slower if you can. Inhaling. Gazing up at the thumbs. Draw in the navel and slowly exhale. The arms back down. Chin comes to rest near the chest. Inhaling. Looking up at the thumbs overhead is our gentle back bend, drawing the navel. If you're like me and you don't have a lot of ab strength at the moment, you may feel a twinge in your lower back. Make sure you draw your navel in and just don't extend too far. Number 4, inhaling. Navel in, slow, slow exhale. Last one. Inhale. Navel in as we slowly exhale. All right. Can't work on the core without doing some waist circles. So we're going to maintain an equalized diaphragmatic breath. We're going to do some waist circles. We're going to inhale for the first half of the circle and then exhale for the second half of the circle. I will demonstrate. Inhaling, presenting the heart. As we come around, we exhale and tuck, chin toward the chest, tailbone toward the front. Inhaling, heart reaches forward again, gaze is forward. Exhaling, we tuck. One more time. Inhaling, presenting the heart, gazing forward. Exhaling, tucking the chin, the tailbone, and drawing in the navel. We're back here in center. Reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Start to tuck. Inhale. Exhale. Third time. Exhale. Back in center. We come back to center. We switch whatever foot we have in front if we're in easy pose. And we'll do a couple of seated spinal twists. Hopefully our shoulders are a little bit looser. Let's do a couple of rolls. Front on the inhale, back on the exhale. And then reverse for 3. Inhale, back and up, drawing the navel, exhale, forward and down. 2 more times. Inhaling, drawing the navel on the exhale. Inhaling, navel draws in on the exhale. And we're back in center. Shrug the shoulders. And we're going to go for inhaling and reaching out to the sides. We inhale, really extend through the fingertips. Still inhaling and bringing the arms overhead. Turn the palms out, drawing the navel. Exhale. You go at your own pace. Slow inhale. Draw on the navel, point the palms out, slow exhale. The movement follows the breath. So your slow inhale means that your arms are moving slowly. Your slow exhale means that your arms are coming down slowly. Last one, inhale. Draw on the navel, turn the palms out, exhale. We're going to go for a spinal twist. to your left. Inhale, reach out and up. Draw in the navel. This time, turn to your left. Arms come down, right hand in front of the left knee, right hand behind the right hip, left hand behind the right hip, left hip. We're turning to the left. Left hand behind the left hip, right hand in front of the left knee. Inhale, lengthen, heart lifts, crown lifts. Draw in the navel, and as you exhale, turn a bit more to your left. Let it be about the navel turning and the chest turning. Head stays forward. Inhale, spine lengthens. Draw in the navel. Turn the navel as you exhale. Turn the shoulders. And lastly, turn the head and see what's going on behind your left shoulder. Stay here for 1 round of breath. Inhaling, lengthening up and down, drawing in the navel as you exhale. Relax the shoulders down, relax through the hips. Inhale, turning back to center, reaching out and up. Draw in the navel, turn to your right. Hands separate. Right hand comes behind the right hip. Left hand comes in front of the right knee. Inhale, lengthen, heart lifts, crown lifts. Your gaze stays where it is. Draw in your navel. As you exhale, turn your navel, turn your shoulders. Do not turn your head yet. Inhale again, lengthen again. Draw in your navel. Slow exhale, turn the navel, turn the chest, and this time, turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Stay here for 1 round of breath. A full breath in, nice and slow. Draw in the navel, a slow breath out as we look over the right shoulder. Inhale, reach out, twist forward. Palms meet overhead. Draw in the navel, slow exhale. Palms come to the heart, elbows reach out, press the palms together, take another breath. Slow inhale. The heart lifts, the crown lifts, tailbone and legs ground. Draw in the legs. If you need to, you can press your hands alongside the hips or behind the hips. And gently extend the legs out. Try not to lock the knees. You can keep a micro bend in the knees. I'm going to turn to the side so that y'all can see what I'm doing. You just to connect to your breath. Inhale, feel your abdomen inflate, your heart lift. Maybe you feel the top of your head lift up. Maybe you feel your legs lengthen out through the heel. Draw in your navel as you exhale and see if you can relax your shoulders down from your earlobes and relax the back of your thighs, the back of your shins, and your heels more into your mat or into the earth. And we're gonna go for, let me get off the cushion. We're gonna go for point and flex and ankle circles. Just 3. Inhale, point your toes away from you. Draw in your navel, and as you exhale, point your toes towards you. This allows you to flex your feet. Inhale, point your feet, lift your heart, draw in your navel, exhale, same as with the waist circles. Inhale for half of the ankle circle, the first half, and exhale for the second half of the ankle circle. So inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, draw in the navel as you exhale. Make it more about flexion in the ankle. So make your circles large and exaggerated. Reverse, inhale, draw in the navel, exhale. Inhale, draw in the navel as you exhale. Third time's a charm. Inhale, exhale. And again, flex through the knees. Your abdominal muscles gently drawn in. Take your time, bend your right knee out to the side and bring the sole of your foot firmly against the inner thigh, inner thigh of your left leg. Turn a little bit so that you are facing your left toes. And if you need to, bring in a throw pillow underneath your knee. Make sure that your right foot is flexed because that will protect the knee joint. Reach out to the sides and up. That's why our inhale has to be slow. Draw in the navel, and as you exhale, hinge halfway forward from the hip, not the waist. So your back is relatively flat, and you are reaching over top the toes. If your arms are tired, then place your fingertips parallel to your ankle, on either side of your ankle. Inhale, maybe lift up a little bit to allow space for the abdomen to inflate. Relax the shoulders down from the earlobes. We don't want to hunch like this. Abdomen still inflating, but now maybe you feel your lower back and your side ribs inflate. Draw on your navel to make space for your heart to lower a millimeter closer to your thigh. Your gaze is at your toe, at your shin, or at your shin to keep your neck in neutral. One more breath. Inhale, inflate the abs. Draw in the navel and deflate the abs as you exhale. Deflating the abs allows the heart to lower. Tuck your chin, and as you inhale, walk yourself back upright. Chin stays toward chest until shoulders are over the hip joint. Then you lift your head. It's always about protecting your neck. Very gently extend that right leg back out. Take a resting breath if you need it. A resting breath is simply sitting still and taking a full breath. Next, we're going to bend the left knee out to the side and firmly plant the left foot to the inner thigh of the right leg. The right foot is flexed. We're sitting up tall, navel's drawn in gently. Take your time. I might be talking too fast. Slow inhale, reach out to the sides and then up. Draw in your navel and hinge halfway forward. Looking at your toe or your shin. Again, if your arms are tired, you can have them up aligned with, your head is aligned with your upper arms, or lower your heart a millimeter closer to your thigh. Inhale, inflate that abdomen. Slow exhale as you're drawing in your navel, pushing out that stale air and lowering your heart a tiny bit more to your thigh. Neck feels stiff. Look down at your knee and breathe. Just draw in the navel every time you exhale. Tuck the chin and slowly inhale yourself up until your shoulders are right over your hip joints. Then you can lift your head. Exhale the shoulders down. Go ahead and extend that left leg back out. And we're going to go for, that was Janu Shirshasana, or head toward knee pose. Now we're going to go for the, called the extreme forward fold, but you know how I do. I modify. Never go extreme if your body's not comfortable with it. Our feet are flexed. We're sitting up tall. Our navel's in gently. We inhale and reach out and up. Draw in the navel. Exhale and hinge yourself forward. Arms can stay aligned with the head, or they can come down and rest on the shins or outside the feet. Inhale, inflate the abdomen, come up a bit, draw in your navel, slow exhale, walk down the legs. You're looking at the space between your feet, or you're looking at your shins. Inhale, inflate the abdomen, inflate the lower back, inflate the side ribs, draw in your navel, slow exhale, push out that stale air. Keep your back kind of flat. Looking at the inner thighs or the knees to keep the neck neutral. Just breathe, take a breath. Make it slow. Make it mindful. Slow inhale. Navel in, slow exhale. Tuck the chin. And slowly inhale and walk back upright. Then exhale, lifting the head, relaxing the shoulders down, feeling the back of the legs relax into the earth, especially the heels and the hips. Take a resting breath. Shake out the knees, swing the feet to one side, and we're going to come to hands and knees. Here you want to, if your knees are sensitive, you want to bring some cushion for under those knees. So the knees are directly below the hip joint. Spread the fingers and bring the wrist below the shoulder joint or slightly in front of the shoulder joint. Fingers are spread wide. Draw in the navel to tuck the tailbone a tiny bit to flatten the back. Take a little bit of curve out of the back. We're going to go for cat-cow. As we inhale, we want the heart to float forward, the gaze to float forward, and the abdomen to relax toward the earth as the tailbone tips up toward the ceiling. As we exhale, reverse, tuck the chin, draw in the navel, tuck the tailbone, and the back of the heart reaches for the heavens. Press the palms into the earth and really three more. Follow your slow inhale and exhale. Inhale, cow. Hips back. See if they can touch the heels or anywhere near. Inhale. Abdomen inflates, spine lengthens, up through the crown, down through the tailbone. Draw in the navel, exhale, bend your elbows and let them come to the earth. Maybe elbows out, stack the fists, and place the forehead on your stacked fists. It's not about forehead to earth. It is about hips staying close to heels. So if you need to bring in a block, your abdomen is pressing against your thighs right now, your lower back's going to inflate more and your side ribs are going to inflate more. As you exhale, still draw in the navel and let the heart relax toward the earth, as well as the hips relax toward the heels a bit more. 3 breaths on your own. Make them slow, make them full. Navel draws in on the exhale. Shoulders relax away from the earlobes. On the inhale, lower back and side ribs inflate. Abdomen presses into the thighs. Exhale, draw in the navel. Feel the relaxation or the contraction of the lower back, side ribs, and the heart grounding, the shoulders grounding. One more breath. Mentally count to 3 or 5. Navel draws in on the exhale. Very nice. Extend the fingers forward, and maybe you can relax your shoulders enough for the forehead to rest on your prop or even on the earth without the hips lifting up. If the hips lift up, you still need your prop. Lift the elbows off of the mat for an extended child's pose. Inhale and lift up just enough to clear. As you exhale, walk over to your left, moving your navel over your left knee. As you exhale, drawing your navel and lower the heart toward the earth. Tuck your chin. Maybe your head doesn't come close to the earth or touch down. Tucking the chin and take 2 breaths. Feel the lengthening, feel the inflation. Slow exhale, draw on the navel. Feel everything contract and ground. One more breath. Inhale, lift up, walking through center. Exhale as you start to walk over to your right. And as you exhale, fold down over your right knee, tuck your chin, and take a couple of slow, full breaths. Feel the lengthening as you inhale. Draw on the navel and feel the grounding as you exhale. Inhale, lift up, come back to center and draw in the navel. Exhale, crawl the fingers forward, tuck the chin, and take a couple of breaths. Note to yourself whether or not your hips lifted up, but more importantly, note whether or not your forehead and shoulders relaxed a little bit and heart relaxed a little bit closer to the earth. Chin is tucked. Take one more breath. Keep the chin tucked and slowly start to walk the hands back toward the knees. Lift up the hips, and we're back in a flat back or tabletop position. Let's do one more flowing cat balance. Let's inhale and extend the left leg and the right arm. Draw in the navel as we exhale. Let's bend the knee and bend the elbow and tuck the chin. Inhale, extend everything out. Navel in, exhale, bend the knee, bring it in toward your left elbow. Bring your right elbow toward your right thigh. One more time. Inhale, extend, navel in as we exhale and tuck. Bring that hand down, bring that knee down. Take one more breath here in tabletop. Next inhale, extend out the right leg and the left fingertips. As you exhale, tuck. Bringing the right knee toward the right elbow and the right elbow toward the left elbow toward the left thigh. Inhale, extend, lifting up the leg to about hip height. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend, exhale. Bring the hips down to your left and swing the legs around in front of you. Move any props out of your way. And this is when the stool or the chair comes in handy. If you have a great ab strength, then you may not need a prop. But I'm honest, I haven't been doing any sit-ups this whole winter. So I know my abs are flabby. So we're gonna put our hands behind our hips, fingertips pointing toward the hips, and we're going to put both if this is uncomfortable under your behind your knees, scoot forward a bit so that your shins are in the chair. There we go. Now you can see. Your shins are in the chair or on the chair. Your hands are behind your hips. Inhale, lengthen, heart lifts. Maybe you feel the crown lift. Draw in your navel, and as you exhale, lean back. Bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift the heart, draw in the navel, exhale, bend the elbows, lean back. You don't want to hunch your shoulders, so you want to keep your shoulders down from the earlobes. Come on to the forearms and elbows if you need to. Inhale, draw in the navel, exhale. One more, inhale, draw in the navel, exhale. I'm going to sit back up. This time, take hold of the back of your thighs. Inhale. Sit up tall. And as you exhale, lean back. Let your heels slide back a bit. Inhale. More shins on your prop. Shoulders down, heart lifted. Draw in your navel. Exhale. Lean back, bend your knees a little bit. Let your heels rest on your prop. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Gently bring your hands back behind the hips. And as you exhale, drawing your navel, come down onto your back. Ah, heaven. We can bend the knees, push the prop out of the way a little bit if we can. Walk the hips down closer to the heels. Reach your fingertips toward your heels. Doesn't matter if they touch or not. We just want to relax the shoulders down from the earlobes. Take a deep breath in, slow breath out. Let out a sigh. Feel the back body connecting to the earth. As you inhale, feel your abdomen inflate. Feel your heart lift. Maybe feel the crown of your head lift. Maybe feel your tailbone lengthening through the legs and feel the feet more in contact with the earth. As you exhale, let your navel relax toward your spine. Let your shoulder blades, the flat plates of your shoulder blades, relax more into your mat. Let your hip joints and your lower back relax more into the mat. And of course, the soles of the feet. So inhale. Navel draws in for a slow. The top of your shoulder blades. Turn the palms down, again, to protect your neck. Take one more breath. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, draw in your navel and bring your knees toward your chest, one at a time or both. Inhale here again. Maybe now you can feel your tailbone lengthening out. As you exhale, bring your navel in, bring both knees down on your left side. Feel the inflation more. Relaxing that right ear toward. Inhale, bring those knees back over your chest and your gaze back to center. Draw in your navel, and this time let both knees come down on your right side. Bring in a cushion or block to support those knees. Take a breath in, lower back, and this time the left side ribs really feel the inflation. Draw in your navel as you exhale. Relax that left shoulder more into the earth. Maybe gaze to your left and let your left ear ground. One more breath. Slow inhale. Draw in the navel for a slow exhale. Take your time. Inhale the knees and the gaze back to center. Give yourself a hug. Let the thighs and knees come toward your heart. Let your shoulders really relax into the earth. Let your lower back really sink into the earth. 2 breaths, a slow inhale. Abdomen inflates so much that my arms straighten. Draw in the navel, slow exhale. I've got so much space I can bend my elbows and bring my knees closer to my heart. Inhale, inflate, lengthen. Exhale, navel in, bend elbows, ground. One more. Slow, slow, slow inhale. Navel in for a slow, slow, slow exhale. Switch which foot you have on top if you have your ankles crossed, and hug them in. Inhale, release the hands without moving the knees. Draw in the navel, exhale, the feet slowly back to the earth. And we're in part. That, or even more yummy, bring that chair, seat, that prop, that footstool. I'm so relaxed, I can't remember what I'm supposed to say. And put your shins back on. Pull up a towel or a blanket and put it underneath your kneecaps. Looks like this. And open the feet wide. Turn the palms up in a mudra of receiving and giving. And we go back to our natural breath. Letting go of whether or not our abdomen is inflating enough. Letting go relaxed. Feel whether or not you still have aches and twinges in the body. If so, visualize that you are sending extra oxygen to those places that are still offering you resistance. Take a sigh, always a healing sound. Any other movements that you need? Looking to the left and right before you settle, shifting the hips a little bit. Find that sweet spot so that you can be still for 1 or 2 full minutes. Staying present. You stay in Shavasana or stillness, and I'm going to move and sit up. You still have about 30 to 45 more seconds of stillness. Natural breath, only paying attention to the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. Very gently bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Circle the wrists, circle the ankles 1 or 2 times, and then reverse for 1 or 2 times. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and really stretch like you just woke up this morning. Inhale, exhale, deep stretch. Inhale, exhale, deep. Place your hand on the floor in front of your heart. And as you inhale, roll up from the side to come to your comfortable seat. All right. Sitting up tall. Shoulders down from the ears, hips firmly relaxed. Navel in gently. Just a gentle reminder from the book Comedic Diet. We do, when we have holiday eating, we have a tendency to overeat and we put on extra pounds. And then when New Year's comes, we make a resolution that we're going to eat healthier and we're going to do all the things we're supposed to do. Usually we break that resolution within the same month of January. And then we comfort ourselves. And usually about this time in the spring, it's getting warmer. So now So we're going to sit up tall and we're going to reflect on a couple of words from the Comedic Diet. This is fasting for the mind. Just like the body may need to fast from time to time in order to cleanse from something chronic going on, or perhaps again you have not been eating right and it's reflecting in your waistline, or a chronic illness or skin eruptions. So you decide that you're gonna fast a little bit off of the junk, and get back on track. The mind needs to do the same thing. And here are just a couple of tips for fasting for the mind. We already know about cutting back on social Spend some time in quiet reflection, not reading or doing anything, simply sitting still and listening to your inner voice, even if it's just for 3 to 5 minutes, which I usually do first thing in the morning when everybody else is quiet and asleep. Practice a minimum of 20 minutes each day of positive affirmation or chanting divine names, um, following your faith, divine names for your supreme being. So those are some things for us to remember to practice, whether we're on the mat or not, because yoga is not just asana. Our final meditation. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, heart to our palms. Exhale, bow to your highest self. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Imani.
My pleasure.
Oh, you can hear me. Oh, wonderful. Oh, yeah.